Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious lip-smacking onion pakora kati roll, which is going to be flavored with a carrot and cucumber spread and some chaat masala and a squeeze of lemon. I'm going to be serving it along with some green chutney, and it makes a delicious tea time snack or even a quick weeknight dinner if you have some friends over. So the onion pakora is going to be pan fried and made healthy. So watch this recipe of how you can pan fry the onion pakoras and make it healthy as well. I have a lot of ingredients prepped up already. I have some onions that are sliced. This is the spread that I'm going to be using, which is when I'm going to be making the kati roll. And I'm going to chop up some coriander quickly and some green chilies to add to the spice to the onion pakora. Great. So now I have this ready. What I'm going to do is to take a mixing bowl and then mix all these ingredients together for the onion pakora and then pan fry it. So now into my mixing bowl, I'm going to quickly add in the besan, which is a really important ingredient for pakoras. And I'm going to add rice flour. This is the trick which makes the pakoras nice and crisp. It's a great addition to making pakoras. Then some ajwain and some Eno's fruit salt, which also makes the pakoras nice and crisp. And we'll have to add like a pinch of salt to taste, the chopped green chilies and coriander, and thinly sliced onions. So I'm going to add little water at a time to make the pakora batter nice and thick. A few more things that I need to add is the turmeric powder. I'm going to add a pinch and some red chili powder. That's it. So now I'm going to give this mix, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste and check the salt, and if you need any more salt, if you like it a little more spicy, add another green chili maybe. And this is ready. You want the batter to be nice and thick, and so that you can actually pan fry it, because we're not going to be deep frying there and you don't want it to be too liquidy. Okay, so just pan fry batter has to be a little thick. Okay, that's it. So now I have my curry paniyaram pan here where I'm going to show you how to make the pakoras. So I'm going to drizzle some oil into each of the cavities of the curry paniyaram pan. Okay, so the first step is to add a little bit of oil. Paniyaram pans are great because you can actually control the amount of oil you add into them. So I'm going to take a little bit of the pakora batter at a time and roughly shape them, because your pakoras are not completely shaped. So just roughly shape them and add it into each one of those cavities. And after that, I'm going to drizzle a little bit more oil on the top and then pan fry these pakoras until they're nice and crisp and browned on all sides. That's it. Now that I've added in, I'm going to allow it to cook a little bit at the bottom. We'll just allow it to cook just a little bit. Notice that it's slipping away, which means that it is getting cooked. And at this stage, I'm going to drizzle a little more oil on the top, right? Just a little bit. And then we're going to flip it over and cook it on the other side. These take very little time to cook, but if you want to make it really nice and crisp, then you will have to add a little more oil and then make it more crisp. That's it. So we'll wait for it to crisp up nicely on both sides. If you want it a little more brown and crisp, just a little oil at a time on the top and then allow it to crisp. Cook it on medium-high heat and your pakoras will be ready in just like 3 to 4 minutes, and it's a great healthy way to make pakoras. So the pakoras are done perfectly and it looks brilliant. It's nice and crisp, and I actually drizzled a little more oil and then browned it nicely from all the sides, and it's got a delicious crunch. So now my next step is to quickly warm up my tortilla. You can also use like whole big large roti, but I'm going to be using a tortilla. It's very handy. And then use the sandwich spread and make a quick delicious tea time snack wrap. So the pakoras are perfectly crisp. They're nice and brown, and I drizzled a little extra oil while it was pan frying, and then it's become really crisp and crunchy. Now the next step is to quickly warm up my tortillas and then make the wrap along with the sandwich spread. So now to warm up my tortilla, I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil on my pan, and this is a large tortilla, great for making wraps. You can also use large roti that you make at home. Ensure that it's like close to about 8.5–9 inch so that you can make a nice Frankie out of it. Okay. So I'm just going to lightly warm it. You just want the tortillas to soften, and once it does, I'm just going to put it in my pan and then show you how to make this delicious onion pakora kati roll. So now the first step is I'm going to use this delicious carrot and cucumber sandwich spread, and kids simply love it because it's creamy. And the best part about this spread, it has fresh carrots and cucumber in every bite, adding a MasterChef touch to every wrap. And spreading, I love to spread a generous portion of it because it's packed with flavors and makes the onion pakoda wrap, which is made healthy and creamy and crispy and delicious. Great. So now that I've applied the carrot and cucumber sandwich spread, I'm going to add in all the remaining elements and then proceed to making a wrap. Okay, so I have some fresh tomatoes here, and fresh tomatoes are really good for children. Do add it, cut them thin and place them over here neatly, arrange them in the center. So, and then I'm going to add some sliced cucumber, which again is really good for kids, and it makes the wrap nice and juicy too. And some onions if your children like. Add in sliced onions, and then I'm going to add in these fresh pakoras, which are pan fried. Children love pakoras, and especially when it's crisp. This is nice and hot, so I'm just going to quickly just tear the pakoras up and add it in here and mash it up and add it. Perfect. And I'm going to sprinkle some chaat masala. To add to the taste. So that's it. So I'm just going to quickly wrap it, cut it, and then serve it as a snack. So the crispy, creamy onion pakoda, curry roll, or the wrap is ready, and your children will simply love it with a carrot and cucumber sandwich bread. Do give this recipe a try, and when you do, don't forget to share your feedback in the comments below, because I, as always, will be looking to hear back from you. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.